Hi, hello guys. Welcome along for this watch along with Brentford and Liverpool, of course. Big game today, massive game today. Let's just pull up some team news then. So for Brentford, we've got Frecken, Rosalev, Collins, Vandenberg, Potter, Janelt, Guard, Yarmuluk, and Wisa. That's the team that's the starting lineup anyway for the match. And then for us, we got Allison, Tsimikas, good to see, Van Dijk, Kanate, Alexander-Arnold, McAllister, Gravenberch, Gakpo, Szoboszlai, Salah and Diaz. No Jota, of course. I think Jota's injured again. So yeah. Okay, guys. We've just got a few minutes before we get going here. So what's your predictions? What do you reckon on this match? What is your predicted score? That's what I'd like to know. I think I'm going to go for a 2-1 Liverpool. And I just hope we don't have an early goal again. Yeah, Tsimikas, the left back. Decision I agree with because I just think it's been getting worse and worse with Robertson there. It's not been working out, has it? And even though Tsimikas probably wouldn't be our first choice at our club, in normal circumstances, but in the fact that Robertson's been struggling, I think that's probably quite a good move, really. So let me know what you guys think about that. And as I say, and with Gravenberch, McAllister in the midfield there, with Szoboszlai anchoring that 10. Of course, it's not a traditional 10, really. It's a much more defensive kind of 10. It's like a forward defensive player. I'd like to still at some point see McAllister in that role. Maybe put Szoboszlai back, if anything. I don't know. That's kind of what I think. Yeah, we've obviously got to keep our eyes on Mbeumo, and we have to keep our eyes on Mbeumo. And yeah. So we're getting ready for the kickoff. I want to win this one, guys. We have to win this one. Just a must. Can't afford any slip-ups in this one. After the two league draws, we've got to win this one, I think. That's really important we win it, I think. We send out a statement as well with Arsenal playing at 5:30. The last thing we want to do is, have any kind of rebuff from that. Right, so I've got my... all connected. All connected fine. Brentford are in 11th at the moment. Played 8, drawn 4, lost 9. So they can lose. I think they've only lost 1 or 2 at Brentford, though. Been pretty good home form they've got. So we're going to have to be on this one today and on it from the start. We've got to be on it from the start, guys. That is for sure. We're just getting ready. No players have come out yet. They're just the Brentford fans mainly. Andy Robertson in the stands with his gloves on. Don't get Chiesa, Don't get what's going on there, really. I mean, he came on in that cup game. I don't expect him to be starting every game or anything, but I mean, you just get the impression, even in the previous game against Not Forest, just bring him on for 10 or 15 minutes. Mo was doing nothing by that point. And if he's not, what's the point? He's just a hologram at this point. Madness. Right, the guys are all in the tunnel now, looking to come out onto the pitch. Come on, you Reds. Come on. They're in their black shorts and green tops, by the way, in the green thing. Today, well, black and green, black with the green down the arm. Nice top. I like all the strips this year. Right, let's go up to comments. Drop some comments, guys, when you come in. Let me know you're here. Right, so here we go. Everyone coming out into the pitch. Let's just go over those. Where are we going? Back to back. Let's just go over the teams again. So for Liverpool, we've got Alisson in goal, Tsimikas at left back, Van Dijk left centre back, Konate right centre back, Alexander-Arnold right back. Then we've got Gravenberch and McAllister in the pivot. And then we've got Szoboszlai in the 10. And then we've got we've also got Gakpo, Salah, and Diaz doing that false kind of 9 role, which I don't know. I'm not too sure about it yet. Still, I mean, well, it's just that one. Yeah, Flecken in goal. Then you got Roslev, Collins, Vanderberg, Potter, Janelt, Lagarde, Yarmouk, Mbuo, and Wissa. Wissa and Mbuo really are dangerous. We've got to keep our eyes on those. They are particularly dangerous. No two ways about that. No two ways about that one. We're just getting ready to get underway. This one. Diaz. Substitutions are Keller, Endo, Nunez, Chiesa, Jones, Elliott, Robertson, Kwanzaa, and Bradley. That's the substitutes for Liverpool. I heard it's Paul Tierney in the VAR, so great news, really. Very much. A little bit of sound, can't we? Oh, yeah. Just doing some kind of minute silence, I think, or applause or whatever. A minute's observation for something. Must be someone passed, I think. Jeff Batters. Oh my gosh. Oh, they're looking at ones of the year, I think, there. Too many names for it to be, just remembering the people that have passed this year, I think, from a Brentford perspective. Oh, young ones there. Wow. Nice touch, actually. The Liverpool are in their black with the green strip, with green stripe, away shirt. Okay. Right, Liverpool are in their famous huddle before a match. Take the headphones off, won't need them. Right, we'll just get ready, guys. About to kick off. This 3 o'clock kickoff. We've got three 3 o'clock kickoffs in a row, essentially, now for the next few weeks. So, right, so we've kicked off. Back to Alisson. Alisson plays a long ball forward up towards Gakpo, which is cleared by Brentford. Weber looks to get a touch, but it comes off his knee, and it's with Tsimikas now. Tsimikas forward to Gakpo. Gakpo all the way back to Van Dijk. Van Dijk looks for a long ball, raking ball out to Mo Salah. It doesn't reach him. It's intercepted. Szoboszlai goes to intercept it, but misses. It's back with Brentford. We've intercepted with Alexander-Arnold. We're looking to get in quick here. Mo now into the box. It's blocked. Back out, but only as far. We've started the game well, guys. This is what we need, good starts. Now it's with Van Dijk over the halfway line in the Brentford end. He plays it short to McAllister. He's closed down, so he looks out and passes it to Trent Arnold, who plays it out to Szoboszlai. He's out on the wing at the moment. He plays it inside to Trent. Trent across to Van Dijk. Van Dijk plays it out to Gakpo. Tsimikas looks for a ball in. It's a corner for us. Come on, Liverpool. Come on, you Reds. So we've got a first corner of the game. Well, we started really well. It's only 1.5 minutes into the game, of course, but we started really brightly, looking to get on the front foot, not give them any time on the ball. They're looking to just take up the spaces, but we've got our first corner in a minute and a half. Not bad going. And we've got to be doing better from our corners. Our corners are so wasteful. All in from Tsimikas, nice and deep, head on it, over the top. Oh. Mo tried to play it back into the box to Gakpo, but it was cleared by a Brentford defender. Now Gakpo's brought the Brentford defender down, so it's a free kick to Brentford. Almost in, and already the quality of the ball in from Tsimikas is better than we've seen pretty much most of the season from Robertson on that side, if he ever takes them. Yeah, it just came in, come off Konate's head. He just plays it into a dangerous area. Mohamed Salah manages to keep it in, but unfortunately Brentford clear it. It's a free kick over on the far side taken by the keeper, played up over the halfway line to Brentford head, who gets on it. Still with Brentford, now it's out for a throw in to Brentford. So we want to see Alexander-Arnold switched on down that wing. He's tracking his man. Good to see. It's going to take that for everyone to be switched on in this game if we're going to get anything out of it. But it's back to the Brentford keeper at the moment. We're looking to close him down with Diaz. They play their way out of it, kind of. Play a long ball up now to the halfway line. Is that going to be out of play? No, it's with the Brentford defender. Brentford bring it forward now under no opposition from us. Come on, close him down. Still with Brentford at the back. They play it forward into midfield now. Sorry, guys, I don't know all the Brentford's player numbers. Right, it's with us now, and Mo plays it into Szoboszlai, lets it run through to McAllister. McAllister plays it forward to Gakpo. They tried to close Gakpo down, but he cleverly turns and brings himself out of that problem. And now it's with McAllister out to Tsimikas. Tsimikas back into McAllister. Tsimikas again, he plays it forward to Diaz, who made some good space there. He's out on the left-hand side here. McAllister plays it in deep. It's dealt with by Brentford again, defensively. We hook it back in, but it's again dealt with by Brentford. You could look to bring it out from the back, but I was going to say Trent Arnold intercepts it, but he actually intercepted it and then lost it straight away. They play it on out wide here to Mbeumo. Tsimikas following him, not dealing with him, and it's a ball into the box, and it should have been 1-0 Brentford. Tsimikas never dealt with Mbeumo at all there. Was staying with him, but when he just didn't try to make any interception to stop him from getting that ball in, it's straight across the 6-yard box. Could have been a goal, should have been 1-0. They're on the ball again. They sort of deal with it. Now it's Gravenberch looking to play it out from the back. He plays it out to Mo Salah up over the halfway line out on the wing. He looks to cut inside, plays another long ball to Szoboszlai, who looks to cross it in. I think that's a corner. Second corner for Liverpool. Now, the thing is here, first attack by Brentford. This is where we've been. Now, this is where we've got to concentrate now, because this is where we've been conceding in these vulnerable times where we're looking to attack, play our way into the game. And then look at this now. And whether they're showing a replay of it, he just runs off into the box, unchallenged, unclosed down, really. Tsimikas gets sold the dummy. It's right across the face of the goal. It just needs a tap in from someone. But luckily for us, no one's there. And we managed to deal with it. Anyway, I'll corner up at the other end now. In by Alexander Arnold. Played back out again. Comes straight back out to Alexander Arnold. Another chance to put it in. Doesn't go past the first man. Poor. Szoboszlai now. Gravenberch. Now Tsimikas, who's playing at the moment, he's playing as a right winger. Right midfielder, virtually. He plays it on out to Diaz, who's come really deep. The thing is, when he's coming that deep, who's going to be there in the box? Because if I look at the box here now, there's no one in there apart from Gakpo. He gets his head on it, but it's saved by the keeper. See, I don't see a lot of point in Diaz going that deep. I mean, he's almost becoming a midfielder. You know, the problem is no one is going in to fill the gap he's leaving. You know, it's all right, the false nine, but unless you've got a Bobby Firmino who can just be everywhere. Right, Brentford now down this right-hand side, look to play a ball up the wing. Tsimikas holds Mbeumo back. Thought he was going to get away with it. He gets blown up for a free kick to Brentford. And a card. Was a bit cynical. Early in the game, though. Yeah, he just pulls his shirt off his back virtually. I'm going to get away with that now. There's no cameras around. Just try and get away with it. Right, so the goalkeeper is going to take this free kick just inside the Brentford half, looking to swing one in near the box, someone to get a head on or make a nuisance of. Cuts it in. We deal with it. Offside anyway. So it comes back for the offside. He won't be able to take that from there. So that'll be brought back. Look to try and play that quick, but taking the wrong place. Right, Van Dijk. Under some pressure. Tries to play it out, but it comes off of Mbeumo. Luckily, it comes off of him and onto a Liverpool player, so we kind of get away with that. A couple of situations already we've got away with, guys. To be honest, they could have turned out worse. from that regard. Right, it's with Alisson now. He plays a longish ball out up to Diaz, who finds Gakpo, who's drifted off into the midfield at the moment. And he plays it forward to McAllister, who's ahead of Gakpo. Looking up, not that many options, finds Diaz. Tsimikas is here on the left. Is he going to use him? He is. Tsimikas plays it back to McAllister. McAllister. Now it's Van Dijk. Van Dijk across to Kanate. Now it's up with Mo. Well, we just wasted that. We tried to play it in. There's several in the four Liverpool players in the box. We missed them all. Now Van Dijk has missed him. Wemo gets him back, gets back at him. Well done. Fantastic defending. He actually lost him. Wemo there. He just got alongside him, put all his just leant into him, put all his physical strength there, and managed to push quite a big guy in and Wemo off the ball and retained and re got the possession back. It was a little bit sloppy in the first phase of that. And that's now 2 or 3 times and Buemo's been getting in, so we've got to be really careful. They're looking to feed him in as much as possible. Simic has not dealt with him up to now that well. Now up at the other end, Mo's tried to play a ball into the box, come off a Brentford defender, went straight through to the Brentford keeper, who just gathers it. 10 minutes gone. Arne Slot looking pensive on the sidelines there. We started this game well, guys, but they're just beginning to come into it a bit more now. They look for Mbemba again, which they find. Oh, he takes a shot at the goal, luckily straight into the arms of Alisson. I suppose Tsimikas is in. What Tsimikas is trying to do is just close down the angles. He's not really going in. Well, he's on a yellow card now already, isn't he, Tsimikas? So he's going to have to be really, really careful. We've got a corner up the other end now. Our old player, Van der Berg, taps it out for a corner. A corner or a throw? Well, it's a corner. It's a corner. So Tsimikas to take the corner then. So the big takeaway from the first 11 minutes from their point of view is they're looking to get Mbeumo on the ball as much as they possibly can. And he's getting some joy with that. Good to see Van Dijk just out-strengthened though earlier. Right, the corner comes in. It's headed away by Brentford back to as far as Szoboszlai, who plays it back to Gravenberch. Gravenberch looks up in his own half, looks to play it back to Alisson. So all the way back to Alisson from that corner. We've got to get better at our corners, guys. We just don't make use of our corners enough. I mean, they just bounce off of the opposition heads all the time. We don't get to the balls. We're not making enough impact from corners. Right, Alisson kicks it long up to Szoboszlai, who comes off his head and he trips it over the top, and it just meets with a Brentford player. Has he given a free kick there? I think he's given a free kick to Brentford there. Diaz came in the back of the Brentford player and resulted in him actually thinking, no, got a bit of a laggy picture here, guys. Sorry about that. I've lost a bit of picture there. Ball's out of play at the moment. Checking if anything's happening on the other matches, but it's 4-1, of course. Bournemouth today beating Newcastle at Newcastle. That was a pretty amazing result. And Newcastle on an amazing run. Right, ball. They take a throw in, come straight into our box, causing pandemonium. We deal with it, but only just. McAllister looks for a free kick and gets it. Well, just a long throw in caused mayhem in our box straight away. Loads of Brentford players trying to get around the ball, and we managed to get it away and we win a free kick. Now it's coming out with Tsimikas on this left-hand side. He finds Gakpo. Gakpo finds McAllister. With Gakpo, he plays it into the midfield and Gravenberch. We're just looking to play it patiently. And now one dipped in. Ball came in for Diaz. From McAllister, he floats one in. It comes off the back of the head of Diaz. I think he might have been offside anyway. Not sure. I think he was offside. But sorry, Canate. Canate floats one in, floated that ball in, comes off the back of the head, aiming it at the goal for Luis Diaz. Would have gone wide anyway. Goal kick. Kind of a nice try in a way, because from where he was, the position he was, the way how the ball was coming down, it would have to have come off his head. So the position he was in, probably the back of the head, was the only way he could really do it. He's slightly ahead of the ball. Right, it's with Mbeumo now. It's a Liverpool throw, I think, that come off Mbeumo last. He plays it back to Van Dijk. Van Dijk looks up and he's thinking about where to put this. Gives it to Tsimikas with Van Dijk. Van Dijk's looking to go long again, I think, by the looks of it. No, he plays it short to Canate. Canate brings it forward over the halfway line now. Now he's about 15 yards outside the box. He doubles back to Van Dijk. We're playing really patient football here, but we've got good possession of the ball. And like I say, we started really well. All that Brentford have really achieved is trying to get the ball out to Mbeumo, which they've managed to do on a couple of occasions, but nothing much has come out of it. No real shot at our goal yet. So first 15 minutes gone, that's a result for us, because that's our weak points early in these games, giving the first goal away. Now a turnover, Szoboszlai gets robbed in midfield. They look to play it forward, but Alisson is there to control it. And he kicks it out to Tsimikas. Tsimikas to Van Dijk now. That's why we have to be careful of them turnovers. Szoboszlai lost that in midfield there, and that's where that transition from attack to defence. Oh, it's a poor ball by Gakpo. Just gives it back to Brentford. They see it out for a goal kick. It was on the attack there. Gakpo tries to play a ball through for Tsimikas, but it's so straight, no angle on it. Even Arnie Slot is even gesticulating. What are you doing? More ball. So Jack breaks down. That's been the thing with us this season of the latest games is what we're seeing a lot of is our forward attacks coming to nothing so quickly and so nothingly almost. And of course our turnovers. Those are the two areas that worry me at the moment with us a little bit. Right, Gravenberch. Gravenberch plays it forward to Canate. Canate to Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai's got two around him. He plays it out to Trent, who's way up over the halfway line. Now it's with Canate. They're nothing of a forward force at the moment, Brentford. They're just looking to sit back and defend, do a low block. Nice clever ball play through for Gravenberch. 25 yards shot from Gravenberch and saved by the keeper. That was heading in. He's been trying to do those a lot. He'd done a couple of those in the Nottingham Forest game. They never came to much, but nice ball from McAllister on the turn. Plays it through 20 yards out or so for Gravenberch. Takes the shot. Good save by the keeper. It might have just gone wide, actually, on hindsight, looking from behind it. 18 minutes on the clock gone. Our corner. And it's going to be an in-swinger. Can we make something happen on this corner? Nope. Van Dijk gets his head to it, but nothing. We've got to get better at our corners. Our corners are just... We get a lot of corners in games. So, that's something that Arsenal have worked out. Well, we get a lot of corners. Let's try and work on getting better at utilising them corners. We need to do the same. The keeper plays it out into midfield. It's with Brentford. Plays it back to the right back. He plays it back to the keeper. All the way over to the left back now. Let's bring it forward. Now it's on out to Mbeumo. Tsimikas doesn't get tight enough. 3 times now. Tsimikas doesn't get to. I know he's on yellow card now, but got to get closer. Not give him the angle. But anyway, no power on it. It's straight into Alisson's arms, thankfully. He plays a long ball out to Gakpo, but it's headed off by the Brentford defender Collins. Puts it out for a throw in to us. Tsimikas now plays a long one into Diaz, who's all the time in midfield. Plays it back to Tsimikas. Now Diaz goes forward. McAllister plays it out to Gakpo on the wing here. Plays it back to McAllister across to Gravenberch. Same pattern as we saw just a few minutes ago. And I'll say with a long, silly shot. High, wide and handsome, and it's a goal kick. Well, if we're just going to be hitting it from 25 yards, that's just playing into Brentford's hands. I mean, there's no need to have done that. We're in control of the ball. So use it. Players you can pass to. Van der Berg takes the free kick and it goes back to the keeper, who's just prodding it out, looking up where he's doing, under no pressure at all for us. Diaz comes out to this left-hand side to close the Brentford player down, but without success, he clears it out. We missed the ball completely, Gravenberch in midfield. Now it's out onto the left-hand wing. Lots of movement here from Brentford, but we get a block in there by, I think that's Gravenberch gets a block in. It's out for a Brentford throw over on the far-hand side, about 20 yards inside our half. A little bit sloppy in midfield there for me. Right, throw in Brentford. Looks to turn. Gives a. How can he get a free kick for that? Just looks to turn McAllister, and he runs into McAllister more than anything else there. They get a free kick in a quite dangerous area now. 50-50 ball. It comes in to Wieser. Wieser goes to turn on McAllister, and he just kind of almost runs into McAllister as much as anything there. But I don't think that's a free kick. But anyway, they got a free kick. Reasonable dangerous area as well, to be fair. 25 yards out from the goal on the left-hand side. Alisson's trying to instruct people to get into their positions, wake them up a bit. Mbeumo is standing over it. Ooh. I was off of Brentford heading over the bar. Fairly unchallenged, to be honest, as well. I was looking at the position in the shape, because I could see there's a couple of players offside, but of course, it might even be a ploy by them, actually. I was looking to see is that offside, but it wasn't. Not by Norgard, whatever you call him. So Norgard header over the top. Alisson's not taking the goal kick. It's going to be Van Dijk. Don't know why that is. Tsimikas now up along the line. Managed to keep it in. No, didn't keep it in. Block giving some instructions to his players on the side there. Right, so with McAllister, who gives it away straight away. Free kick to Brentford. Don't know how. Brentford now look to play it long. Narte's off after him. Narte closing down the angle now. Sabozlai's come to help out. They have to go back towards the halfway line. Well done. Now we've intercepted that with, I think that's Diaz. Diaz getting sort of all kind of pulled around all over the place there. Nothing given there, even though they got a free kick just earlier for nothing. Diaz keeps his run going comes on into the box and out to try and track down the defender, but the defender slips away from his back to the keeper. Now back out to midfield for Brentford. They lose it, and it's now with Gravenberch. Gravenberch to McAllister. McAllister on out to Tsimikas. Tsimikas plays it forward for Diaz. He's onside. Plays it back to Tsimikas. Tsimikas seen a lot of the ball today. McAllister. Diaz. All behind Brentford though. Looking to defend, keep the defensive lines. Now it's Mo. Sabozlai up over the top corner. Looks to turn and strike it. Comes off a Brentford defender and goes up over the goal for a corner. Nice ball from Mo. Come on. Let's make these corners count now. This is what, our fourth corner, is it? Third or fourth corner? Not made one of them count so far. They've just come off Brentford heads. So let's see what we can do with this one. We've got tall enough guys in the team to get on the end of some of these. Brent Arnold now comes forward from the knockdown from the corner and goes on out for another corner on the far hand side. Weiser jumps up to head it out, but misses the ball entirely and comes down and crashes onto his back. It looks all right. He's up. So Trent is over on that far hand side to take this corner. Sixth corner. It's our sixth corner in 26 minutes. We've not made one of them. We've not even had a shot out of any of them, I don't think. Comes off of Van Dijk's head, the corner, but straight to a Brentford player. They're now bursting forward, but we've got plenty of people back, and we bring it out from the back with Gravenberch. Gravenberch looks up now, plays it across to McAllister. Plays it on out to Tsimikas. Only Sabozlai in the box. Diaz in the box. Narte plays it on out to Mo. Tries to bring it in. He's surrounded by two players, so doesn't get very far. Plays it back to Trent. Trent plays a long ball in. Ooh, I don't know if that was a pass or a shot. Looked to pass the ball in from the right hand side, just outside the box. Puts an absolute rapid amount of pace on it. Only no one in there. Diaz gives him a funny look as to say what's going on over there. What happened there? Played that into nobody, really. I think it might have been a shot, you know. Right, okay, goal kick, Brentford. Luis Diaz looks to on the end of that, but doesn't actually manage to do it. It's gone up in the air in the midfield. Weiser is fighting with McAllister for the ball and wins. Now it's in Wemo out on the left hand side, on the right hand side. He plays it on into the midfield. Brentford have it still. We're chasing, we're harrying, we're pressing. It goes all the way back to the keeper. Good bit of pressing there. Brentford bring it forward now. Down that wing. Back into midfield. Good bit of possession for Brentford this at the moment. They're just looking to track the runs, not do anything silly. They're just going back to the keeper at the moment. So Right, Brentford coming in with it up over the halfway line. Play one forward. That's offside, I think. Must have been tight, but fairly. One thing I did notice is Mbuemo's got acres of space in the back here with Simicas, who's too tight to Van Dijk there for my liking. It is Van Dijk with the ball right now, and he's looking to play it to Simicas, decides not to do that, goes back to the goalkeeper. Alisson in goal. We've been thinking about Alisson in recent games, guys. Not been himself, has he? Right, it's now gone all the way over to Canate. Canate plays it forward to Diaz, who does a dummy, which goes through to Mo. They play a long ball forward to Gakpo. Is he going to reach that? Yes, he is. Is there going to be anybody there to support him, though? That's the question. Simicas hits it over to Trent. Trent takes a long-range shot. We're taking long-range shots for days here. Luis Diaz is just outside the penalty box. He chips one into Mo, who then plays it on out to Gravenberch. Gravenberch looks up, plays a quick one forward to Mo. Mo looks to bring it in. Got a good forward play, Liverpool. Well done. We moved it nice and quick there. Looked to be decisive or incisive. We've got another corner, our 7th corner, I think. So we're well on top in this game, but just we haven't had the attempts at goal, which has been our problem over so many games now, including the last one. Well, we did have attempts at goal in the second half, of course. Apart from one or two dangerous-ish forward runs from them, there hasn't been a lot from there. So this corner is going to be taken by Simicas now. Can we make this corner count, please? Chips it in. Oh, it's defended by Brentford again. It's gone for a goal kick. Must have been a foul somewhere. What's going on there? Arnie Slot and Thomas Franks are coupling virtually. Having a discussion about something, shaking hands and all that stuff. Right, anyway, goal kick to Brentford. 31 minutes, coming up to 32 minutes on the clock. Taking ages to take this goal kick. Right, he plays it right the way up over the halfway line. Meets Canate, who plays it to Szoboszlai. Now it's with Gravenberch. He brings it off the Brentford keeper and it's out for a throw to us. About 10 yards inside our own half. Throw taken quickly, back to Canate. Canate back to Alisson. Alisson now plays a long one up to Mo, who's being pulled all over the place, and therefore misjudges his pass. But it's back with us, and it's with Szoboszlai now. He's looking up to see who he can play it to. He's played it to McAllister in the midfield. We can win this game, guys. We've just got to get it into the box, that's all. Get the feeling this is easy. Oh. Okay, Mo, he plays the ball just at the far post, plays it back to Szoboszlai, who I almost feel like he should have even done better with this. I don't know. I'm going to have a look at it again. Plays it back to Szoboszlai. He's met with the defender as well, so it kind of ricochets off just outside the post, but it's a corner to us, I think. Or they're giving that as a goal kick. No, it's a corner. Corner number, I think, 8 or 9. I mean, if ever there's a thing about us having to work on our corners, that is it. We've had 8 or 9 penalties in this first half. We haven't done anything with any one single one of them. That was defended by them again. Right, ball play forward to Mo. Defender just gets there ahead of Mo, actually, and deals with it and brings it out, but only as far as Gakpo. Gakpo now running into the box, plays one over to Szoboszlai, who does a bit of trickery. Oh, lucky. Bozzolo receives it just outside the 18-yard box. He shimmies through three or four defenders for Brentford and gets a left-hand shot, but it's too tame and straight at the keeper. Bit of a shame. Lays it off his left foot. He looks to take it early, and it's got no power on it, and he just rolls through to the keeper. Right, Gravenberch now. Gravenberch, 20 yards outside the box. Come on, guys. McAllister now. McAllister looks up, plays it to Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai looks to take a long range shot. Oh, off the bar. Oof. Wow. What a shot that by Szoboszlai. 25 yards out, gets a little bit of space. McAllister passes it to him. Just absolutely pummels it. It comes off the upright. Keeper, no chance. 2 inches lower, it's a goal. What an opportunity. Just see, get the updated scores, make sure there's nothing there. Brentford are messing around with it at the back. We nearly robbed it from them then. They've still got it on this right-hand side, being closed down by us, but they managed to come away with it. They're trying to send a long ball up to Mbeumo, but Van Dijk is there. Van Dijk seems to now have that job of marshalling Mbeumo when we don't have the ball, because there's a few times now they've tried to get it up to him, and he's been dealing with those. Van Dijk, so that's good to see. Right, Ellison kicks it out now, up over the halfway line, drops down. Mo just can't quite get there. But can he get the rebound? He's harassing. Still over there on the far touch line, and it's with us now with Diaz, and it's a throw into us. It's all Liverpool right now. Just need to get that goal. We've been a bit unlucky with that one off the bar from Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai gets brought down, a free kick to us in a fairly dangerous area. This will be a free kick. 37 minutes gone. Just looking at that replay there from no, is that a replay? I don't know. I thought we had a free kick there. What happened to that? No free kick. Unbelievable. Right, it's played out by the keeper now. He goes up way over the halfway line, met with Konate, brings it forward, and Trent manages to control it. Beautiful control by Mo to bring that one down from Trent, who's now overlapped, and he's now on into the area, but it's defensively dealt with by Brentford. Szoboszlai now looking to give him no angle to get rid of it. So he just chips it forward. Does meet a Brentford player, though. They're now up to just inside their own half. Now they're down this wing here, down the far side. Now they look to play it out towards the right-hand side. I think Brentford at the moment are just trying to keep the ball a bit. You know, we've had so much of the ball. We've put them under so much pressure without any goal, of course. And I think they're just looking to pop it around, just playing it around at the back. Right now, Mbeumo's just picked it up over the halfway line. He's played it forward. Konate straight through and deals with it. Brilliant stuff. Fantastic Konate there. Otherwise, they'd have been through on goal. Diaz. He makes an absolute hash of that. Now it's back with Mbeumo, and they're looking to storm into the box. Tsimikas, it's all ricochets. Diaz gets on the ball, manages to bring it out partially. Now it's with Gakpo, plays it up over the top to Szoboszlai. Now we're on the counter-attack here with Mo in acres. Come on, Mo. Play it forward to Gakpo. Gakpo's there. Just a tap in for Gakpo. Oh. From defending our own box, we get it up nice and quick to Mo Salah, who runs into the box. The obvious choice was for him to pass it to Gakpo, which he does do, brings him in beautifully. Gakpo then runs in. He could have taken a touch. Doesn't take a touch, tries to hit it first time, and then just goes wide. Why didn't you? He could have actually just touched that. He could have. What he actually done was touched it in with his right foot. He could have actually just controlled it, go in the same direction, if you know what I mean, and then he'd have been in on goal. Was being closed down pretty quickly by the keeper, but that's another glorious chance goes a begging. We're getting a lot of chances in this game, guys, and this may be the areas where this can be our bad little patch of the season, where just nothing's going for us. Every team gets them, of course, at some point, because we should really be 1 or 2 goals up in this game. That long-range shot from Szoboszlai, which was inches from going underneath the bar, and that one there from Gakpo should have been a goal. Definitely should have been a goal. I don't know why he took it. It came to him and he just flicked it straight away. He didn't control it. I know the keeper was closing him down, but if he had just flicked it to the right, 2 things would have happened. It had given him the space to then, because there was no one else there, to then kick it in, or it would have ended up meaning the keeper would bring him down, because that would have been the only thing left to do. So it would have got a penalty anyway. And because he flicked it with his foot just before the keeper gets there, it becomes to nothing, because there was no power on it, no direction on it, which was the whole issue there. Szoboszlai is everywhere. He's doing magnificent there in the midfield, but loses out on that occasion, and it now comes forward with Brentford on the far side. Trent Arnold is tracking his run, which is forcing him back to the midfield. Over to the right-hand side now they go. Into the middle. He looks to receive a 1-2, and the player just falls over his own feet, rather comically, and it's back with us again. I think there was a free kick played way before that. McAllister. Gravenberch. Long strides forward. Beautiful. What a Rolls Royce he is when he gets going. Over to Gakpo. Gakpo back to Gravenberch. Gravenberch looks up across to Konate. All Liverpool. It's been all Liverpool. We just haven't got the goal. Diaz now gets in the way of Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai takes a shot, probably more of a pass towards goal, if anything, and it ends up coming off of Diaz, who's in the way of it. Not able to receive it, just in the way, blocks it. Now it's Trent, just outside the box. He plays it forward to Diaz. Diaz has a shot. He takes a deflection, but that actually takes the power out of it. It goes straight through to the keeper's arms. Getting closer, guys, getting closer. In a match that's been all Liverpool this first half. I just hope we play this well the second half. Because they'll look to get tired, definitely, because we've had so much of the ball. They've been running around chasing shadows. They just don't know what to do with us. Right, Tsimikas now. Now it's on with McAllister. McAllister to Gakpo. Tsimikas back to Gakpo, looking to play this a bit slowly here from a pretty good position. Konate now over to Trent Arnold on his way into the box, tries to flick one through for Diaz, doesn't make it, comes off the Brentford defender, and they come away with it. Quickly closed down though by Gravenberch and Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai getting through so much hard work here. It's a free kick to Brentford as Szoboszlai goes in the back of the player, and he gets a booking for that. So I think we've got 2 on bookings now. I think we've got Tsimikas and Szoboszlai on bookings. Yeah, I don't have any complaints with the free kick, with the yellow card, really. He would have been away and gone, so one for the team, you could argue. But Szoboszlai has been absolutely brilliant this first half. He's been absolutely brilliant. First half, he has been really good. Right. Long one forward. Well, I thought it had gone for an offside. Ball was played over the top. I think it was offside, and the defender kicked it into the goal. And actually, Allison put it into his own goal by kicking it. But I think he knew it was. It was. I think he knew it got out of play. So I'm hoping he did. So we're holding a good line, guys. It's the only one who's had any joy in this first half has been in Mbeumo down the right hand side. They've had a couple of runs through the middle as well. But other than that, guys, we've had nothing to deal with from them. It's just been all of us. We've had all the possession, all the opportunities, all the chances. We've been a bit unlucky with our chances. Need to be a bit more clinical. We've taken one or two many shots from outside the box for me. There's one earlier from Konate from about 25 yards where he could just kept going, really. Corner to Liverpool again. I think this may be our 10th corner. But give Brentford their due. They're also defending quite well. It's a corner to us. Right, so there's 1 minute of added time. A foul in the game. I mean, it's been possible. I mean, there's been nothing. It's not been that kind of a game at all so far. Right, Simicus on into Sabozalai, who's been everywhere. What a great game he's having. On out to Diaz, who seems to have come out onto this left-hand side quite a bit. Wieser tries to play one over the top for up over the head of Van Dijk, but Gravenberch read it, runs around the back and intercepts the ball. Now we're on the attack, and it is with McAllister. Plays it out to Trent. Trent plays it forward to Mo. Mo plays it forward to McAllister. He looks to turn and shoot. Comes off our own player again. Sabozalai in the box. It's too congested in there. Way too congested. I think that's half time. So half time 0-0. Let's just put a banner in for that. Half time. Right, okay. Okay, so I should be back in a minute, guys. Let's go for a quick toilet break, and I'll see you soon. Let me know in the comments what you think of the of that. Okay, guys, back. So the first half we should have won. I think we had 10 corners, if I'm not mistaken, in that. And I don't think we got anything remotely even half decent out of those corners. And so, yeah, it's a bit of a waste, really, if I'm honest. We need to be doing, we need to be doing a lot better. We had so many opportunities to score there. I just hope we're not going. I just hope we're not going through a bad luck phase in front of goal now, because that some of that you put down to bad luck. I mean, that shot from Szoboszlai from about 20 yards, just to the right hand side of the penalty box, was about 20 yards maybe. Come off the crossbar, you know, 2 inches lower. That's a goal. So we certainly should be ahead in this game. I just hope we start the second half how we're sort of playing in the first half, and then that'll be something else. Right, let's have a look at some other fixtures, shall we? Let's have a look and see what's going on in other games. So Leicester Fulham is half time 0-0, and it's half time West Ham Crystal Palace. That's also 0-0. And Bournemouth, who played earlier, of course, Bournemouth played brilliantly, and they won the game 4-1. They're in good form, Bournemouth, for sure. So how are we not ahead in this game? It's just it's just incredible how we're not ahead. We've got to work on our corners, eh? Can you have 10 corners in a match and not profit from any of them? Not even actually win any of them, actually. In fact, they just defensive headers all the time. Same thing, defensive headers, defensive headers. We should be working on this. If you know you're a team that gets lots of corners, then work on your corners so that you can be more productive from the corners. Because we could have had 2 or 3 goals from there alone, let alone the open play stuff we've had. So their only threat has been in Bueno on the right-hand side. In the early part of the match, Simicas was getting a bit done by him once or twice. He picks up an early yellow card there, of course, so now becomes a bit of a passenger on that side. So we've now got Van Dijk, seems to be picking him up whenever he gets the ball down there. But he hasn't even been getting the ball lately because we've just had so much possession, so much control. If they do get forward, we just intercept them, get the ball back, and carry on. So it's the most one-sided first half you'll ever see in your life, and yet we are still 0-0. So most important stat is that it's Brentford 0, Liverpool 0 at half time. So we're going to be coming up to the second half soon, and I just hope that we can do it. You know, I don't actually really like Diaz. Diaz has been coming over to the left a lot in the second half of that first half. Diaz with this deeper role, I'm not so sure. He just goes too deep at times. It's almost, near the halfway line. I see him many times on the ball there. So what's the point of that? So, you need him up in the box there. So um, I don't think he really is a false nine, if I'm honest, my opinion. Obviously, Jota would have been the choice today, but because he's now quote unquote injured again, we're without him. So anyway, second half will be coming up. If we play the same way we did in the first, surely one of these chances has got to go in. We've had so many opportunities and chances; it's unbelievable. Oh, a very good first half. Roy Hodgson, very good first half. Change Gakpo, a change, yeah. Gakpo should have scored, yeah. So Bozolai should have scored. So many should have scored. But yeah, good point there, Roy. Excellent first half. I mean, this has been our Achilles heel, of course, is starting games poorly. And we didn't actually start the Nottingham Forest game badly. The problem there was that when they got the turnover in midfield and went down and scored from that, we then dropped off from there. From that point on, we just dropped off even more and become a little bit within ourselves. Didn't look. For this game, we've been from the off, looking to attack, looking to get it forward, looking to really stranglehold the game, which we've done. They've defended in space quite well, and narrowed. And given us limited chances, but Gakpo should have scored that shot. I don't know why it comes to him and he hits it with the outside of his right foot first time, so he doesn't even look to control it. The keeper's coming to close him down, just dink it round the keeper, and then you've got an open goal to fire it into. But he just tries to play it first time and he gets hardly any contact on it. There's not enough pace on it. It just fizzles out and goes wide of the goal anyway. So that was a real shame. And been a couple of things like that. So I'm just hoping in the second half we can turn all that nonsense round and start actually getting some good attempts. Mo's been looking to play a few people in from the right-hand side here and there. Sposlide's had a great first half, I thought. He was everywhere, getting tackles in. He's picked up a yellow card in amongst it all. But he's been brilliant. McAllister's been ticking things along. We've seen a few good runs from Gravenberch from the defensive part of the midfield, long striding it into the attacking area. So all that kind of thing has been good, but we just need to now, obviously get a goal from it. And of course, all the time it stays 0-0, Brentford will feel they don't have to come, because at the end of the day, if they get a draw out of this, they'll be a lot happier than we would be if they get a draw. So they're not even really looking to actually overly commit peak players forward. And that'd be interesting to see what happens in the last 20. Maybe we make a few changes. Maybe there's a few substitutions, that kind of thing. And we'll see how that pans out. But the one good thing is, with the amount of possession we've had, that means they're now running without the ball all over the place. So they are going to tire. So they'll look to make some changes. And as the game goes on, they might look to play a few more, come up the pitch and play a bit more forward. And that might just leave one or two gaps in behind for us to get in behind and, and go from there. But yeah, so it's been an interesting first half, one of our better first halves for a while, I think. Knocking on from, of course, the second half against Nottingham Forest, where we were good. So it's just now about getting it in the goal. Totally bossing the game. Absolutely, totally bossed that game. Sinekas has done kind of okay with a few balls from the left. I think he was getting a bit done from Mbuemo early on, struggling to deal with him. Picks up a yellow card on the wing where he pulls his shirt back. So gets a fairly early card, and then after that, he didn't look to engage with him too much. I noticed Van Dijk then had the job of coming across and dealing with him when they came down that side. But anyway, the second half is about to get going. We've got Darwin Núñez warming up, so he can stay warming up as well. We don't want him on. I don't even know, actually. I wonder if in a game like this, if you just send the ball in chaotically, he'll probably score in this one. I don't know. Harvey Elliott, of course, he's also trying to keep warm, and Curtis Jones. Some of the substitutions we could have in the second half here. Whether we will or not, I don't know. Got to win this game, guys. We must win this game. After our recent performances, after our recent results, we've got to win this one. Put pressure on Arsenal. We're playing after us, 5:30. They'll have nothing more than to go in with us dropping points again. Just give them an even more of a bigger lift. We get this one done, that then puts pressure on Arsenal to do something in the later game. So we just got to do it. We must have a home game coming up, surely. Oh, Roy, I hope Darwin comes in. I'm not prepared to write him off yet. Yeah, I don't know if I'm quite at that point with him as well, but yeah, I hope he comes on, because I've got a funny feeling that this could actually be a game he might do quite well in, because we've had a few quite chaotic situations in the box, and he's a chaotic player when he's got no time to think about something and just the game at half kind of suits him really. There's been loads of players in the box. It's been fambling around everywhere, and he might just actually be sort of suited to the game, funnily enough. So I think you're probably right, that Roy. I hope he comes on in the second half as well. Let's see how this starts. First 10, 15. See how this game goes. At the moment, we've just been dominating that first half. Really, it's just the goal. So we've got to feel confident in this now. We just got to keep that same level up, concentration. Be concentrating from the off. We can do this. Guys are just doing some warm-up exercises on the side there now, just before we start. But Brentford really, Damsgaard, he ran into the box, I think, midway through the second half and fell over, or just outside the box. That was a dangerous situation because he would have been actually through in on goal, but he fell over. So that was one of their few opportunities. Arne Slot looks to put his gloves back on. It is cold today. We're just about to see Brentford take the kick off now, which they do. I might be slightly behind if you were watching this match at all, because I like to keep the scores up over there. I think I'm on a bit of a delay. It's okay. So it's on out to a nice ball played forward. Oh, we get it out. We get it out into the midfield there. We play a nice ball out to Mo. Just dinks one in, or I think it was Szoboszlai there. I'm not sure, 100% sure. But he just plays it wide. It's back out now with Brentford, who are on the attack. Brentford play it forward. They look to cut it into midfield. They play it on out to Mbeumo, who's in quite a bit of space. He dinks one in. It's off the head of Trent Arnold. They look to start this second half well. We've got to be switched on here. It's out for a corner to Brentford on the near side here. Mm. Would it just be something if they was to maybe like score from this or something? Considering this might be their first corner, is it, or second corner? After all the corners we had in the first half, didn't do nothing with them. Well, let's see if we can defend this. Then it's coming in. Damsgaard to take it, whips it in, comes off, doesn't go over the first player, so it's away by Tsimikas. Tsimikas is back with Tsimikas now. He plays it forward to Trent. Trent plays it back to Tsimikas. He plays a long ball out to the left-hand side, and I think that's Gravenberch. Gravenberch with his lovely long legs strides forward, up over the halfway line, brings it all the way down to Diaz, who's out on the left-hand side. Started centrally earlier in the game, but seems to have gone out onto that left-hand side now. Trent into the box. Mo. Oh. Ricochets around. Ricocheting all over the place. Hasn't kicked off your end. Is that right, Roy? Right, okay. Free kick just inside the Brentford half. Going to be taken by the keeper. Yeah. Do a banner for that second half. Okay, it's with McAllister now. He plays it on out to Canate. Canate's up over the halfway line. He looks across to Van Dijk and plays it to him. Back to Canate. Canate looking for some movement from the players in front of him, which they're not doing. Van Dijk probably going to play it out wide, I think, which is the best bet. No, he plays it back to Canate. So a similar pattern to the first half is adopted here, where we have all the ball, they just sit back and defend. We lose it now, and it's brought forward with Mbeumo. Mbeumo looks to play it forward. It comes off of the back of one of our players, and now it's Diaz. Plays it forward to Gakpo. Oh, I don't know if that's a corner or not. The keeper gets a hand to it, but I don't know if it comes off of Gakpo last. No, I think it's a corner. A corner to us. But Diaz plays it into the box. Gakpo looks to lift one over the keeper, which he does. It comes off the defender and out for a corner on the left-hand side. Don't really know what he was doing when he was trying to play it over the keeper, because there was no one there. Right, must be corner number 11. Play it short this time. In by Trent. Trent plays a deep one out to Mo. It's back for Szoboszlai. Oh, Szoboszlai receives the ball from Mo just on the box. He looks to fire it in, and it comes off a Brentford head and out for a corner. Yeah, that would have been heading in, especially the power that was on it. Right. A lot of jostling going around for this corner. No. Defended by Brentford yet again. Tsimikas. McAllister plays it forward to Szoboszlai, who gets it taken off him, but he manages to keep it. He puts a deep ball in, still with us. Oh, it's just so congested in there. They look to now do a counter on us, and Mbeumo looking to storm forward. He plays it forward, but there's three Liverpool players around him. He goes down, and the referee signals for no foul, so we snail up the other end with us. And I think that was Diaz just plays it straight through to the keeper. What is all that about? Right. Now back with the Brentford defence. They look to bring it forward. Brentford looking to have a bit more of the ball this half, that's for sure. They send it back to the keeper, though. He dinks one out, and we foul the Brentford player. It'll be a free kick to Brentford. 51 minutes gone on the clock, count to 52. And we just got to make use of our corners, no? Crazy. Our corners are crazy. Yeah, Brentford with it now, up into our half. We've got plenty of players back here. Mbeumo looks to play it forward and crosses it in. Trent Alexander-Arnold deflects it, headers it straight out. But it goes to Mbeumo. They look to bring it back into the box. They're on the floor for some reason. Trent brings it out with a nice move to Szoboszlai. Nice pass. A nice long ball through to Gakpo. That was a beautiful ball from Szoboszlai. We look to bring it forward now. And Mo. Okay, Gakpo plays it to Mo. Mo looks to do one of his famous left-footed shots into the top corner, but doesn't get the ankle quite right. It's just peters out. Oh, it takes a deflection, sorry. So it's corner. Some of the camera angles don't even look like they're deflections. So a corner to Liverpool. So I thought he shanked that, but he didn't. It probably would have been on target. No pace on it, though. Probably would have been saved. Right, so this corner on the far-hand side. We've had so many corners. I don't think they even fear us taking a corner, do they? Straight into the keeper's hands. Straight into the keeper's hands. you believe it? Oh dear. Or how we need to work on our corners. Right, Brentford with it now in our half. Gravenberch is trying to win that back, which he does. Comes on out to Luis Diaz. Gakpo. Gakpo brings it forward to Diaz. Diaz looks to receive it. Just tries to kick it back into the goal area, but just kicks it out. Don't even think it's for a corner. And it's a little bit untidy, lads. Nice run from Gakpo. Plays it forward for Diaz. He's onside. He just plays it against the defender, manages to get it back again, and then just turns and kicks it straight out of touch. So it's a goal kick to Brentford. Probably could have looked to return it to Gakpo, who was running into the box anyway. Doing the best move there. Right, goal kick into the midfield of Brentford. They look to bring Nguemo on, which they do. Van Dijk gets sold there for that pass. He manages to get back and just gets a touch there, I think. And looks like it's offside anyway. So initially, Van Dijk didn't do too well there because he got sold by the pass a little bit, and but he manages to sprint it back and get something on the ball, which comes off the Brentford player. So it's a goal kick to us. They were more than made up for that. Actually, it was offside anyway. It wouldn't have mattered. Thomas Franks is chewing his gum, gesticulating to his players to get forward. Yes, please. Get forward, and you leave gaps in behind this slow defence. Right. So Boswell now in the midfield, starting to just open up a little bit more, guys, this game. Mo receives it just outside the box, plays it off the Brentford player for another corner, to which Brentford will have no fear about because we've had 13 corners, I think, so far. Yeah, 13 corners. So this is our 14th corner, and we haven't made one of them count. So they're not worried. Can you have 13 corners and not create one single chance from all them corners? That's crazy. Right, Simicast now. Plays it short. Probably the best thing to do, the way we've been taking our corners. Gravenberch plays it in, comes off a Brentford head. Surprise, surprise. We run back to try and retrieve the ball with Mo. Mo brings it inside to Szoboszlai, about 20 yards just inside their half now. Now it's with Gravenberch. Gravenberch just outside the penalty area, just outside the box. Looks to play it back to Trent, who tries to play a sneaky one forward. Doesn't come off, and it's with Brentford, and now they're on a counter attack from that. Szoboszlai trying to bring down the angle. Trent makes a good run back and gets an interception all the way. Mbeumo ran the full length of the pitch there with that counter attack. That's what they're looking to do. They're looking to counter us on those advanced movements. He played a lovely, tried to play a lovely ball forward, didn't come off. Brentford intercepted, then sent Mbeumo on a run that he went the full length of the pitch with. But Trent actually went all the way back and was the one that actually got the interception. So fair play there. It's got a bit messy in midfield now since that. Damsgaard just been brought down, free kick to Brentford, just inside our half. Brentford have picked it up a bit in the second half. They're looking to quite clearly get us on the counter, which is no surprise. You'd expect them to do that. But it's a good run from Trent to go all the way back there and intercept that ball. Jamie didn't do that in the Man United game. Make runs like that. Didn't run at all in that one. Right, so it's a free kick to Brentford about 30 yards from goal. So they look to chip this one in too far out for a shot. So Mbeumo's standing over it. And he's looking to play this into the box. Well, not in the box, play it into the area and see what comes of that. two two lines. That's dealt with by Gakpo there. Well, we need to deal with this. It's back into our box. Did that come off a hand there? They tried to hook it towards goal. I'm not so sure it didn't come off one of our players' hands. But anyway, nothing given. I say an arm. It's only come off the arm. So I don't think it does come off his arm, but there's not much you can do about it. I mean, so it's literally that close. You just wouldn't, no way you can get a penalty out of that. Anyway, back to the game, and it is now just been headed out by us, by Canate, for a throw in down on this left hand side, 20 yards in our own half. So Brentford having their best patch of the game now. They look to play it quite negatively back towards the defender, who places it back towards the goalkeeper. So from a very attacking position to a defensive one. Brentford definitely looking to have much more of the ball now in this second half. And Buemo looks to try and get it in, but Canate just tosses him aside like a toy. Nothing comes of that. Right, it's back with Brentford on the halfway line. They play it forwards, looking to get in behind it every opportunity they can, but Tsimikas deals with that. And it's offside anyway. Right, we need to get some possession, guys. We're losing a little bit of possession in this game now, and they're looking to get a lot more on the ball. I mean, that could play into our hands because we might be able to counter them as they're trying to counter us. They're definitely looking to have more possession. 60 minutes gone, we might want to look at making one or two changes, maybe ourselves. Thomas Franks is going absolutely mad at something. Right, it's with Allison now. Allison plays it long, looking for Gakpo. Comes to Szoboszlai at the end, plays it forward to Trent. Gakpo brings it down. It's outside the box. Looks to shimmy it a bit, plays it back to Trent. Trent now tries to play it forward, ricochets off his own foot, and it goes back to Van Dijk, who plays it on out to Tsimikas. Now it's with Diaz. Trent. Diaz. McAllister. Canate. Trent. This is all happening just outside the box here. Looking to try and open them up, which they're just gone back into their defensive shape like they did the whole of the first half. And that's where they put themselves. So Van Dijk. Canate. Oh, that's maybe a penalty. No, comes into the box. The keeper fuffles it. Diaz then runs the loose ball down, and the keeper brings Diaz down. So how's that not a penalty? He kept that in. And he trips up. Diaz. I think they might be looking at this. He just keeps that in, so it's not like the ball went out for a corner. And not enough contact. Not enough contact from the keeper there for me. Diaz goes down too easy there. He just touches him, but very faintly. No way he needed to fall down from that. So it is with Diaz again now. Diaz is holding out his hand, saying, "Who wants it?" McAllister. McAllister plays it back to Van Dijk. Van Dijk on to Trent. Trent plays it into Szoboszlai. He plays it out to Mo. It's just too far out on the right-hand side for my liking. Canate. All Liverpool again. We look to dominate possession. It's such a deep defence. We're in a similar kind of game as we are in the Nottingham Forest game, really. Dominating the game, just can't score. Well, we've had less good opportunities than we had in that game. Right, now they look to counter us now. They've managed to overturn that spell. Our defensive shape back, and they've now played it back. Mo kicks it out for a Brentford throw just inside our half on this near hand side. It looks like Darwin Núñez is coming on, and it looks like Andy Robertson's coming on. Tsimikas off. It's a good 64 minutes under his belt, having not played a lot of football, of course. So Andy Robertson's on. Diaz off, and it looks like Darwin Núñez is coming on. Now, as I was saying to Roy earlier, this actually could be a game that suits Darwin because it's so chaotic in the box and stuff. Might actually just suit in this game. Big ask, but amazing, because we've got this forward line of Gakpo who's not particularly looking like he's going to score. You've got Mo, who's obviously on a dip at the moment. You've got Diaz, who also is not playing particularly well. The one who's playing well is Jota, who's injured. So it explains a little bit why we're not actually scoring at the moment. Let's just hope someone can step up. Maybe a moment of brilliance or a Darwin Núñez surprise. No one's expecting him to do anything, but he might just do it. It's the kind of game that I think kind of suits Darwin, though. There's been some chaotic moments in the box, and you just feel like it might actually suit Darwin Núñez at this point. Right, so with Brentford defence, they bring it. Tapping it around at the back at the moment. Darwin Núñez looks to close down the keeper, sprinting, just to play it quickly. And in fairness, that is a throw into us. Good pressure by Darwin Núñez there on the keeper. Ends up just kicking it out out of touch for a throw in. Right, Trent plays it through to Konate. Konate to Van Dijk. Van Dijk plays it on out to Robertson. Robertson plays it in. A beautiful ball. Oh, Darwin Núñez with a header that goes wide. A lovely, lovely cross from Robertson, actually. We've been criticising him lately on his crossing, but that was a beautiful ball in. All Darwin Núñez has got to do is just direct it on goal, and can't do it. Sends it wide. Right, okay. They kick it out of play, so it's a throw into us just inside our own half. Play quickly forward to McAllister, who's absolutely totally taken out there by the Brentford midfielder. Goes straight into the book. No attempt to get the ball there, just totally took McAllister out. Anyway, he's up. Van Dijk now plays it forward to Robertson. Robertson forward to Gakpo. Is that Gakpo? Yeah. Deal with Gakpo, but he's got two players around him. It manages. Oh, that's a trip up. That's a free kick. Free kick just outside the box there, over on the far hand side. Not the greatest of angles, but another one in the book. They're starting to get tired now, guys. If we can keep the pressure on and just make this just that one opportunity that could be the difference. So we've got this free kick now on the left-hand side. Rorzalev. Right, free kick. Will be taken by Robertson. Looks up. Still waiting to take it. Deep one in. Now with Trent. Plays it back in. McAllister looks to play one in quickly, comes off a Brentford defender and out for a corner over on the far hand side, which is now number 14 or 15. I've lost count of the corners we've had, which we've not profited from one single one of them. My gosh. Oh, McAllister there. Corner comes in. He's standing just beyond the post. Heads it. I thought it went in at first. Gets a clear header on it, unchallenged, but just goes into the side netting. No pressure on him at all there. But that's our first, okay corner. But then he was given loads of space, McAllister anyway. But I think as the game's going on, they're getting less and less worried about our corners because we're not doing anything from them. Right, goal kick now for Brentford. Knock it up over the halfway line. Comes off a Brentford head. You look to bring it down the right hand side. Free kick to Brentford as Canate pushes him to the floor. Probably going to get a card for this, I expect. No. Free kick. He pushes him in the back, actually. Well, Wisa. That was Wisa. What have we got attacking option wise? I almost feel like we're missing that spark today. Mo is clearly not in the greatest of form at the moment. We've seen that from the last 3 games. But it just needs one moment, of course, with him. Right, so Brentford have this free kick then to the left-hand side of the box, similar to the one we had at the other end. There's a lot of jostling going around inside the box. And Buemo plays it in, a real deep one. You have to deal with that. Alisson gets 2 hands to it, pumps it away. Just a ball sent in. I mean, right on top of the keeper. Any touch from a Brentford player would have been a goal. Anyway, luckily Alisson palms it away, and it's out over on the far hand side for what looks like a throw-in. Played in really nice and just in that area where the keeper can't really quite come for it, and everyone else and defenders panic to actually get anything on it because there could be an own goal. One of those kind of balls in, great ball in, but he manages to go through to Alisson, who just palms it away. Right, it's with Brentford now. They send one in again, as they've been doing. Now in a bit of space. Oh, there's a bit of space, but luckily his shot was straight at Alisson, who now plays a long ball out to Robertson. Robertson bombs forward, looks to play a ball in through for Darwin, but doesn't beat the defender. And it's back with Brentford again. Brentford have it in the midfield now. We're actually looking the tireder of the two at the moment. Canate's just seeing out his defender there. Another ball played in. We're going to manage to save that. Now it's back with us again. Right, Szoboszlai now up over the halfway line, just outside the 25-yard area. Now it's with Mo. Has Mo got a shot on? Plays a nice deep ball in. Just needs a touch from. I think that was. Let me see this again. Who that was? He plays a nice ball with the outside of his right foot. Just comes into the box. Plays it quite nice and early. Just needs a tap from Darwin. Say no more. Dearie me. Darwin's been putting a nice bit of pressure on over there on the keeper, actually, and forcing him into making decisions early. But they managed to skip all around that to Brentford. Now they get a free kick inside their own half on McAllister. Well, I want to change the score. I want to be able to put 1-0 to Liverpool in it. Not been able to do that yet. Still 0-0. 74 minutes on the clock. Right, it's all the way back to Alisson at the moment, who's pointing to people, giving him an option to pass to. He decides to play it along, skanks it, miskicks it, just goes out of play for a Brentford throw. Right, we've got Harvey Elliott coming on now. Harvey Elliott looking to come on. It'll be a game that suits him, actually, in that 10 area. Maybe he's going to come on for Pallister or someone. They take that throw in, go down the right-hand side, but Canate, who's been absolutely immense today, just brushes him aside like he's not even there. So Bosley's also had a good game. He's running into the box. He plays it wide on out to Darwin. Darwin thinks about shooting. Now it's all over the place, and now he does one of his blazer over from 25 yards out. Blazed over the bar. What we expect. Another very good shot if he's playing rugby. Right, Curtis Jones is coming on, and Harvey Elliott. I saw Harvey Elliott. Well, I think Harvey Elliott's coming on because I saw him stripping off. Harvey Elliott and Curtis Jones are looking to come on. But not yet. Goal kick taken. It's back to Van Dijk. Van Dijk turns, looks up, stands with the ball for a moment, passes it on to Alisson. Alisson looks up. Not sure what to do with it. Well, we need a goal. Let's ask around with it. Poe is held back there, but it's gone on through to Darwin. Darwin's out just on the outside of the box. He plays it back to Gakpo. Gakpo looks up. Played on in to Darwin, who takes it down and gives it to Brentford. Now it's with Gravenberch. Gravenberch out to Trent. Trent plays a deep one in. Nobody there. It does come through. Oh, comes off a defender there inside the box. We played one into the box and it was ricocheted everywhere and come off a defender. Now they've cleared it. We've intercepted again. We're looking to put pressure again, guys. But then it's also got away to, I think that's Wisa on this left-hand side. Kanate's gone with him. Play a deep one across. Oh. Play a deep ball across the box, which they actually win the header of, and it just straight into the arms of Alisson. Not enough power on it. Just enough pressure on him there at that point for that to happen. Now it's with Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai on out to Trent on this right-hand side, 10 yards inside, outside the box. Now with McAllister. McAllister plays it across to Andy Robertson, plays it on out to Gakpo. Gakpo plays it across. I think that must be a corner. Yeah, it's a corner to Liverpool, which is probably corner number 15. Well, in the first half, we had so many chances to win this game. We've had so many corners. Please let one of these corners count. Can't have all these corners and not whatsoever. They have this amount of corners and they don't count. It's just ridiculous. And it doesn't count again because, you know what? It comes off a Brentford head. Played in again off a Brentford head. Mo plays it in off a Brentford head. 3 in a row. Oh, gosh, man. So many corners. Don't deserve to win games, really, do you? If you have that amount of corners and you can't benefit from any of them, it's just pointless. Right, Robertson now. Robertson on out to Gakpo. Seeing quite a bit of the ball in the last 10 minutes. Trent plays a long ball forward. It comes off of Darwin's head. It's kept in by Brentford, who now are on the attack down this left-hand side. Signal. Right. Ramsgaard's off, and Jensen has come on for Brentford. I didn't see it because I was fiddling around with my internet connection here. So I'm assuming ours are on now. Yeah, Elliott and that are on. Elliott and Jones are on now. There may be the difference. Is Jones. Jones on out to Gakpo. Gakpo has been hugging this touchline for about the last 10 minutes. Plays it back into Curtis Jones. Curtis Jones on to Gravenberch. Now it's with Konate. Konate on out to Trent. Trent plays it in. It's intercepted by Brentford and they come out with it, running it down the line with it. Harvey Elliott sort of sees the player out. They kick it out, so it's our throw in just inside our own half. Harvey Elliott now to Konate. Konate plays it forward to Van Dijk. He plays it forward to Curtis Jones. Curtis Jones receives it back from Robertson. Robertson plays it forward now to Gakpo. Seeing a lot of the ball in its last 10 minutes or so. It's headed away gallantly by Brentford yet again. It's rinse and repeat. Same thing over and over here. Right, Harvey Elliott in the box. Can't get a foot to it. It just goes out for a goal kick. Come on, guys. Come on. Please. Can't afford another draw. Just can't. The 2 draws we've already had. The draws kill you when you're going for a title. They're a killer. This second half, they've improved. If anything, we haven't managed to do enough for me up front. We can sterile up front. And they're just actually growing into the game more as these last minutes get on. Now they're on the attack here and they're coming right into our box. Luckily, it's offside. They're looking to get in at every opportunity now, lads. I don't even think that is offside, you know. It's blown for offside. I don't think that is offside. But anyway, look dead in line to me. Come on, Becker. It's 82 minutes gone, Allison. Get rid of it. Stop just looking up to see where can I pass it to. Just get rid of it. Pass it. Need a goal here. Looking up like he's got all the time in the world. Just, oh, where can I pass it to? Anybody want the ball? Should I just go back this side there? Go back behind. Right, they play a nice ball down the line here now, Brentford. And they look to play it. It's now with Wiesso's into the box. Oh, shot straight at. I mean, luckily all these shots are straight at Allison, but Van Dijk didn't do very much to put him off having a go there. Van Dijk was with him, but still got his shot off. Right, it's now with Curtis Jones. And now with Trent. Trent looks to play a long one. Looks to play a long range shot, 25 yards out, straight past the goal, left hand side of the goal. and out for a goal kick. Well struck, but just pulls it wide. It's not a game for that, I don't think. Just showing the replay now of the Brentford type attack. Well, Brentford have certainly played a lot better in the second half, and we've dropped off. We talk about our second halves, but looks like first half was our time to shine, really. I just hope we've got something in us, some shot, some moment of brilliance, and get us the goal. That's all we need to win this game. One goal probably wins this game now, for either side. Right, Brentford have a throw in on this near side, which they play back to the defender, who plays it on back to the keeper. Darwin looks to hurry the keeper again. He's good at doing that. Right, Curtis Jones now brings it forward. A little bit of space there. Just for a moment, a bit of space. Game gets a bit stretched now as we get into the last 5 minutes of normal time plus stoppages. Probably be about maybe 5 minutes of that, I would imagine. They play it across the box, and Van Dijk kicks it out for a corner. Very uncontested there in the box. My gosh, man. As we're going in pursuit of the goal, Trent is emptying himself of this left-hand side completely now. He seems to have no defensive duties at all. It's all just left up to Canate to deal with, because they're getting in time and time again now down on this left-hand side. We've got to be careful with that. Doesn't need to be Trent up there trying to do everything up there. Stick in your position, mate. Right, it's a corner to Brentford. 86 minutes on the clock. They play it in, and we manage to clear it. They then fire it back in and blaze it over the bar. At least they're no better than us at their attempts. But it doesn't really matter, because now Chiesa's coming on. Can he be a hero? Gakpo off. Chiesa on. Has he got a goal in it? Can he make himself a hero for Liverpool? Can he be this? Can he write his own little piece of Liverpool season? Good to see him on, really. What's the point in being on the bench if just not going to use someone of that, class and ability and everything? Right, the ball played forward towards Darwin, doesn't reach him. Back with Brentford again. We're seeing less and less of the ball as this half goes on, which is just so frustrating, guys. Ball played into the box with Wisa waiting there to receive it. Canate just about gets to it. He's been brilliant today, Canate, on the whole. But Brentford are just seeing more and more of the ball. They're looking fresher than us, and they're looking more dangerous than us. Canate again clears outside the box. It's going to come back to Brentford. Nope, it's gone to, I think it must be an offside. Right, it's with Harvey Elliott now. Plays it into Mo. Mo plays it on out to, I think that's Chiesa. One out there where Gakpo was. Ball's down in the box. No foul. Didn't think there was a foul, really. Right, it's with Robertson. Now Curtis Jones. Curtis Jones across to Trent. Trent is no longer a right back at all. He's just looking to go wherever he wants, by the looks of it. Now it's with Mo. Oh no. That was our chance. That was our chance there. Mo gets it out of his feet. He's just got to tuck that inside that bottom left-hand corner. He just goes wide. This is not our, see, we're not in our, now we're not in our, now it's just a disaster, because we're not getting the rub of the green. We're not just getting the, even when we get the opportunities, Mo's not putting them in now. He's just gone off the boil now, hasn't he? out of form. I always knew there'd be one chance, at least for Mo. That was it. We missed it. It's on 89 minutes now, so that might be. It's looking at another draw, or even a loss. We don't deal with this. Canate just about deals with that. I have to say, he's been immense in this last 10 minutes when they've been getting a lot of joy down this left-hand side, because basically, obviously, Trent is vacating there as he looks to create for us further up the pitch. So he's got that job he's had to do many times, and he's done it really, really well, dealing with most things that's come into him down on this left-hand side. You just saw that ball out nicely there. Right, we're in attack now with Trent, Robertson, Curtis Jones. Plays it on out to Chiesa. Chiesa just outside the box, looks to shimmy, puts it back to Andy Robertson. Robertson to Chiesa. Chiesa looks up. Robertson looks up. Van Dijk. Telling him to get forward. Van Dijk. Push on their way into the box. He knows the time's not there. Curtis Jones lets it go over his head, probably thinking of someone behind him, which there wasn't. Now it's with Harvey Elliott, who plays it into Trent. Trent plays it across. Yes! Yeah! It's Darwin, I think. It's Darwin, I think. I think it's Darwin. 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 Oh my gosh, this dead game with 14, 15, 16 corners, whatever it is. And we've scored. We've scored in the 90th minute, and it's of all people, the most unlikely hero, Darwin Núñez. But I'm so pleased he scored. Oh my gosh. He's gone to retrieve his top, which he took that off earlier. So Curtis Jones dips, thinking the song behind him, I think. It comes on out to Harvey Elliott, who just sends a little ball into Trent, who just plays it across. He plays it across into the box, and there's Darwin Núñez there who puts a foot out. And see, Darwin had no time to think about that. See, when he has no time to think about a shot, that's what the outcome is. But this is a massive, massive. If we can hold on to this, this is massive for us, because this has been such a tight game. First half, we had a lot of chances, of course, a lot of possibles. We should have scored from one or two situations, balls off the bar and everything. But this is a huge goal for us, because if we can hold on to this win now, this really does. It puts pressure on Arsenal. That's the first thing, and it just gets us back into the winning ways again. And the most unlikely hero is Darwin Núñez. So now we've just got to see out this remainder of time. We just got to keep it together, and why doesn't we got some more subs we can make? Why don't we get Thingy on? Right, okay, we're actually on attack here again. It's with Elliott now. Elliott, he plays it over to Tsimikas, who scores. Was that Tsimikas? Or was it Darwin? No, it was Darwin, was it? What we're talking about? Darwin gets a brace. What am I saying Tsimikas for? Why am I saying that? Why am I different height, different everything? Why am I saying that? Why am I saying that? Darwin Núñez is the hero here. Darwin Núñez is the hero here. It is 2-0 to Liverpool. Oh my gosh, what a turnaround in this game. Played on up to Chiesa. Chiesa looks to send in Harvey Elliott. Harvey Elliott, outside the box, plays it over to Darwin Núñez, who just taps it forward. I mean, where's this man been all season? How come now he's doing all of this? Darwin Núñez. Brace for Darwin Núñez. Like he did last year against Newcastle, he's come on and been a hero for us. Two 0 2-0 Liverpool in the space of a couple of minutes. What a turnaround in the game. Substitutions actually worked. The funny thing is, just prior to that, we had these few attacks coming down this left-hand side, and I was screaming for Trent to be back in position, because so much pressure was being put on Canate, because Canate was having to deal with everything back there. But actually, that kind of worked to our benefit, because then up the other end, that was the first goal, and then the second goal, a nice ball across and by Harvey Elliott, and a nice control for once from Darwin, who just then nudges it forward, gets his shot off, and it's a goal. So 2-0 Liverpool. 2-0 Liverpool. Need to put a penalty back. Darwin has come good. Right, we're on the charge again. Again, Darwin into the box. Darwin tries to retrieve it back. I did say that I felt like this could be a game for Darwin, actually, because it's so kind of chaotic in the box the whole time. And if there's any situation which he does do well in, it's that, you know. What am I doing here? Okay, yeah. Brentford nil. No, still got the wrong one in. What is going on? Brentford nil, Liverpool 2. Well, we paid a minute and a half over the 4, so I don't know where this extra time's coming from. I expect a minute, but there we go. We've done it, guys. We've done it. 2-0 Liverpool. We make ourselves 7 points. 7 points clear again at the top. It's all on Arsenal now to try and come back at us, which is on directly after this. I'm not going to do a watch along for that one, but thanks for joining me today, guys, on the chat, and for joining the stream. So I'm going to head on out now. Brilliant. So we're 7 points ahead at the top of the league. Great stuff. And the hero of the moment, Darwin Núñez. Stream. There we go.